You've fallen into the never-ending loop, deleting, reinstalling, and deleting games on your PlayStation 4 system. How do you fix this? Today we're going to show you how. Replacing the hard drive on your PlayStation 4 system is quite a simple process. However, there are a number of steps to follow. I have broken these steps down for you in this video into 4 basic steps. First step being backing up your data. Second step, replacing the hard drive itself, which is what we're here for. Third step is then reinstalling the system software onto that hard drive, the new hard drive that you've just replaced. And fourth is taking that data from the first step and backing it up or restoring it onto your PlayStation 4 system. Step 1, backing up your data. How do you do it? Quite simple really. 2 methods, either via PlayStation Plus or to an external drive. I'm going to show you both. Let's start with PlayStation Plus. So you navigate to PlayStation Plus, and then you're going to go to Manage Membership and Online Storage. From there, you will save your data onto the PlayStation Plus server cloud. Second way to do it is via an extended drive. Or actually, no, not an extended drive, an external drive. Extended drive is something else, extended storage actually. So I've actually got an old PlayStation hard drive over here, just got it in a case. Simple, you're gonna plug it into your console. Make sure it does power on. Then you're gonna navigate to settings and right down to the bottom to system, backup and restore. All right, what you're gonna do now is you're gonna back up all your data. Before you start this, very, very important to all you platinumers out there. Before you start this, make sure you sync your trophy data. So to sync your trophies, what you're gonna do, quickly navigate to trophies and jump in here. When you jump into your trophies menu for the first time, you'll see a bar at the top of the screen that says syncing trophies. If that doesn't come up and you're not sure if it has synced, just press options menu and then select sync with PlayStation Network. All right, so you're backing up your data now. If you find that you've gone to the backup process and it's telling you don't have enough space, you're going to have to select or deselect certain items, not to move them over to backup. Alternatively, you need to buy a bigger drive. I'm using an old PlayStation hard drive here, 500 gig, hence why I don't have a lot of space to backup. But what I would recommend is at least a 1 terabyte. Look, if you're using a 1 terabyte console and you've run out of space, it's obvious that a 1 terabyte backup is not going to be big enough, right? So you're going to need more space. Alternatively, you can be selective with what you back up. So you don't need to back up all your games if you've got a good fast internet connection and you can re-download and reinstall them. But what I would recommend that you always back up is your saved games, your save files, and your captured images and stuff like that. I know some of those are close to people's hearts. So if you have an image or a screenshot or a video that you really, really love, do back those up. Alrighty, okay, so I've selected everything that I want to back up. Let's move on to the next process here. So now you're just going to give you a bit of information about it, and you can also rename it. I'm happy with the name that I've got here, and I'm going to do the backup. The backup now runs automatically for you, and you just got to be patient. So now I'm going to run you through how to set up the flash drive and how to download and install the system software onto your PlayStation 4. Alright, so first thing you need is obviously a flash drive. You need at least a 2 gigabyte size flash drive. I've got an 8 gig here. You're just going to plug the flash drive into the computer. When it comes up, you're going to need to format the flash drive. You can format it as exFAT or FAT32. I'm always formatting it as exFAT. Just find that I never have problems with that. Right, so we're quickly going to format it. Okay, once the format is complete, and you're just going to search for PlayStation 4 system software, and you want the reinstallation one. I will drop the link we used in this video in the description below. All right, so then there's just a lot of warnings over here. Basically what they're telling you is that when you do this reinstall, you're going to lose all your data. So have a read through all the warnings, but we have made sure that we're going to back up our data. Okay, so we want PlayStation 4 reinstall system software, and we're just going to download that. So you may find that sometimes the link doesn't work. If you click the download link, just right click on it and say save link as. Just a note on the download file, make sure that you save it as it comes from the site. You don't want to rename your download file. You don't want to put in any other characters, nothing whatsoever. So you formatted your flash drive. Now there's a very specific procedure with which you need to set up the flash drive so that when you insert it into your PlayStation 4, it can read it. And just another note on that, make sure that the flash drive you have tested on your PlayStation 4 first, that it will read it, because the ports, especially like on the Pro, the ports are quite narrow, so if you've got a fat, bulky flash drive, it's not going to fit in properly. So make sure you've got one that actually inserts all the way. All right, so now to set up your actual flash drive, on the root of the flash drive, so on the main page of that flash drive, you're going to create a new folder, and you're going to call this one PS4. That's all caps, PS4. Within that PS4 folder, you're going to make a new folder, and that's going to be called Update. Again, that's going to be all caps. You're going to save that. You are then going to save the system software reinstallation file within the update folder. If you find that your download hasn't started, just double check that. It might say that it can't download. Just right click on that and then say keep the download, and then it will start downloading for you. All right, so now we're going to go to where we've saved. I've just saved it to desktop, and we're going to paste it into the update folder. Once it's copied across into the update, make sure you eject the USB safely. To replace the hard drive on your PlayStation 4 system, you're going to need the PlayStation you're replacing the hard drive on, a star or Phillips screwdriver, a little container to put the screws in because you don't want to lose those, and the new or replacement or upgraded hard drive. Okay, so I have the PlayStation 4 Slim console over here. How you access the hard drive in this one is you flip it over to the back, and you'll see there is a slot over here. You're just going to put your finger in on the edge over there and just push it gently, and it'll slide out, and you can just grab it from the edge and pull it out. Okay, so the first screw you need to remove is this one over here. If you have a look at it, it's actually really cool. They've put the PlayStation shapes on there. So you've got the square, triangle, circle, and X. Okay, so you just want to remove this one first. Once you have this screw removed, you're gonna flip the console over, and you'll see there's a little plastic tab on the side here. What you're gonna do, you're just gonna put the console down flat, and then just firmly pull on that plastic tab, and the hard drive will slide out. What you need to do here, very important, is you need to take note of the orientation that the hard drive is placed in. Okay, now there are 4 screws on the tray to either side. We just need to remove those now. Then you're just going to remove the hard drive, the new one in. You're going to line up your first screw. Just going to slide it back into the slot. Hard drive replacement done on the Slim. Here we have the original PlayStation 4. How you upgrade the hard drive in this one is you just I like to put my hands like this, put my thumbs on the back so I can apply pressure from there, and just pull down. And it comes off like that. And then you'll find that the hard drive sits over here in this area. You don't want to try and open up anything else over here, because that would then you'd be getting into the board and then you'd void your warranty. So you want to focus on this screw over here. You can see the screw with the PlayStation symbols on. You just want to remove that one. And then you simply put your thumb in here and you just pull out. And then the hard drive comes out with it. Okay, I need to screw it in. At least one screw. To access the PlayStation Pro hard drive, a screwdriver like this will not work. You're going to need a thinner Phillips screwdriver, as you have to access it from a funny angle. Okay, so once you've loosened the screw, it's probably easier just to use your finger. So once you have the screw removed, the easiest way to remove the drive is to just lift the console, pull this little cover out, place the console flat, grab on the 2 tabs and pull firmly, and the drive will slide right out. Again, please do take note of the orientation of the drive when pulling it out. so that you can make sure you put it in the right way. This is our original drive, the one that we're changing out. So we're taking that out and we're putting it to the side, and we're putting in our new drive. Now you would put this back in. We've changed hard drives in the PlayStation Pro. We've put the new one in. So we booted up the PlayStation that we've just changed the hard drive in, and we're getting this message: cannot start the PS4, connect the DualShock using the USB cable and press the PS button. Simple. We've put a new hard drive on here. There's no system software on here, so it's a blank drive. It doesn't know what it's looking at. We need to now install the system software. So we have the USB that we downloaded the system software reinstallation file on earlier. We're now going to insert this onto the console and download the system software. I'm going to insert it on the back of my Pro because it doesn't fit on the front. Okay, once inserted, it's not going to automatically pick it up, so you'll need to action it on the console itself, so you'll need to press OK, and then you just give the console some time. What it's going to do is going to read the flash stick. If you followed all the steps correctly, it will start pulling off the software reinstallation file, and then it will start the reinstallation. This will take a little bit of time. You will navigate through a number of the reinstallation screens. You're going to say yes, you want to initialize the console. All data will be lost, that's why we've made a backup. Once the system software has reinstalled, it will bring you to this screen. Again, you need to connect your DualShock 4 via USB cable, and then you power it on, and then you're going to go through the initial setup process like you did the first time you purchased the console and you set it up. So you're going to select your language, and then you'll move through all your network settings as well, and all of your custom settings. So once you have navigated through the quick startup menu, confirmed all your settings, you will then come to the home screen. From here, you can now plug in the hard drive that we did the backup to earlier, and we can navigate to settings, system, and then we want to go back to backup and restore. And now we want to restore the PS4. We want to make sure that we select the correct drive. If you've got more than one plugged in, 1 terabyte console, then you've run out of space. It's obvious that a 1 terabyte backup. So we're going to go for the 414 gig backup. You see, now we've run into a problem. So our hard drive that we've replaced it with is too small. Lesson learned: if you have a lot of hard drives lying around, make sure you choose the right one. Once you've selected the correct backup, it's just going to move you through a number of warning screens. These screens are basically telling you you will lose data if you carry on with this procedure. Do you want to proceed? Yes, we do. The backup starts. That is it. I know it might seem like a lot and a bit of a tedious process. It's really not. As long as you get the basics done first, as long as you get your flash stick prepared, your backup prepared, and your hard drives ready, you can do this all in about 15-20 minutes, excluding your backup times. Those are what will take some extra time. But during that, hey, go watch the game, have a cup of coffee. We've got more content like this coming. Let us know we're doing the right thing by voting with your thumbs. Also, check out some of our other playlists. We've got technical stuff happening. We've got unboxings going on. We're also going to do some reviews later.